let's go. It's time to be the GOAT. It's time to enter God mode, man, let's get it going. I wanna be the greatest, energy is overflowing. I know I'm stoking the fire, my desire's taking over, not time.
Okay, you beautiful friends, welcome back to the back of the semi-truck, and it's that time. We are about to watch Static Shock Season 1, Episode 8, I believe it is, and this is something that I've been wanting to do around this channel for quite some time, because I've heard about this episode, and I'm like, I wonder if there's any other episodes out there that are, quote, controversial. Granted, I put that in quotation marks, but this one is a bit of a doozy of an episode to start this new little controversial cartoon episodes. I don't know what I'm going to entitle all this, but what I'm wanting to do is start watching episodes of various cartoons that were, quote, controversial, such as this one. There's an episode of Doug where Patty goes on like a really harsh diet. There's other episodes out there. Granted, yes, I wish I could have came up with like 3 or 4 off the top of my head, but this one and that Doug episode are the two that stick out in my head. And I think there's an episode of Brace Face as well that I've got to find. But I'm wanting to do episodes of cartoons that are not necessarily full-length series, but single episodes that are controversial. And yes, I know South Park will be in there like crazy. I've watched a lot of South Park in my day, but there's probably a lot of South Park episodes that I haven't caught all the way through either, such as, well, there's the Muhammad episode. There's a lot of stuff, but either way, the first one that we are going to start with is this episode. Now, this is, quote, Static Shock, the racist episode. I just looked it up. I can't remember the title, but it's not just the racist episode. It's actually got a title. Something to do with fathers. So, yeah, I am vaguely familiar with Static Shock. I haven't watched the series or nothing like that, but I am vaguely familiar with him. So, it's not like I'm going to be 100% lost or nothing, but yeah, this will be probably a doozy to watch. So, if you've made it this far in the intro, though, and you're new here, fair warning, it's edited reactions. So, obviously, copyright, blah, blah, blah. So, let's do this. Let's hit this play button and see what we're in for. 3, 2, 1, and play. We are starting off with a very nice intro. I miss the 90s so much, when they had actual intros to animated series, such as Star vs. the Forces of Evil. Great intro. Sons of the Father. That's it.
That's right, folks. It's for a good cause. Me. So
I like this villain.
Some more. Today, lady? Here it is.
Oh my gosh. Wait until he's distracted and hit him with that pepper spray. Nice.
This isn't fun anymore.
Aww. You ain't nothing but a little pansy, aren't you?
You tell a boy. Yeah. Don't you ever go home?
Dude, your company. What are you doing to snatching the last slice?
Pizza. You're here so much you should be paying us rent. Back off, Barky.
Don't forget to take the pizza box to the trash, son.
On it, Pops.
Wait, my dude. He's not your
Home
pops.
Santas.
What
Shock
you
to the
doing?
system is going to get played out unless we keep adding to our catchphrase list. Hero. Virgil.
Oh, okay. So you're one of them friends that already know about the secret identity.
I hate that. Right about what? We never hang at your crib. We always hang here. I've never even met your pops.
Dude, there's a reason
it's
for
just more
that.
fun over here, that's all. Why are you sweating me over this, V?
Thank you, Virgil.
Oh, dang. Here we
There's
go.
your father. I'd better go talk to him.
I get to meet your pops after all. Hold up,
Jeez.
V.
You just jumping right into this, aren't you?
On top of all that, traffic was a bear.
I told you about him.
Not nearly enough.
Ah, I can already sense it.
He's not like this normally. Hey, I've had days like that myself.
Jeez, everyone's so sad. Well, I get it.
Music teaches kids to disrespect their parents.
Some rap is positive, Mr. Foley.
It's all garbage.
Yep, some
Tells
rap
kids to
is
write
positive.
On walls, stay out past curfews, and heaven knows what else. It tears down
Stay
everything
out
guys
past
like Beat
curfews.
built.
That darn rap
Look around
music.
you, Dakota's gone to pot. Well, not in my
I know
house.
the underlying
not
stuff
fair.
behind
That's
it
the last
is
word, Richie.
a lot to it, though. What he's saying, because I know I'm laughing, but
My dad.
gotta see
sometimes,
humor sometimes.
I'm so embarrassed.
That kid's a bad influence. All his kind are.
Oof.
Voice down.
It's bad enough I gotta
All
deal
his
with them all day
kind.
long. Now one of them's in
Dang.
my house.
Wow, one of them's in his house. Ah, I did not actually think they were going to go that far with it. I know I've seen reviews and stuff,
Virgil,
but
don't leave, please.
I didn't think they were going to say his
What good's that
kind
gonna do,
and
Rich?
one of them.
She can't change what he said. Because of you and your stupid racism. I hate you.
Oh, gosh, I know him. He's the same voice from Goof Troop. He's, Max from a Goofy movie. Gosh. Because I hate you reminded me of when he said it to Goofy.
He didn't spend the night there?
No, he did, Mrs. F. I
Uh-oh.
can call around and see if I can
Richie
find
done ran away.
I'd appreciate that. Thanks.
I know. Me too.
He gets it. Unfortunately.
Do you want to argue or do you want to find Richie? Where else does Richie hang out? Did you check with his other friends?
I don't know any of his friends.
Static
Richie always goes
Dad's
on
really
and on about
handling
Virgil
this
and
pretty
his
well.
Cool dad, but he never even told me you were.
African American? Would that have made a difference to you, Foley?
Oh.
Should it have?
This
Yeah,
is a
we're
waste
really
of
hitting
my
it head
time.
on. I like this.
Wait,
Not after what happened this time. He made me lose my best friend over this
Yeah,
mess.
hey, you didn't lose your best
How can I
friend.
blame you for what
He's
your
literally
father said?
standing in front of you, you
and me,
ding
we've been through
dong.
too much together to let this get in the way. We're always gonna be aces, no matter what.
And
So,
Shadow's
that's
gonna
what
come
you
behind
made,
you.
man.
Yep. That is quite the villain. I like that.
like they'd rather be anywhere but home. Even a place like this.
You mean
Yep.
like Richie and me, huh?
Let's go. Got more ground to cover.
Yeah, he didn't necessarily say it, but yeah,
Hey, old dudes.
like Richie and
There's a
you.
new squat you can check out. Yours.
Shut your trap.
Honestly, the villain should have realized that
I don't believe this.
He
You put
was
a roof
reaching
over their
behind
heads, you feed them
him
3 squares a day, and this
and
is
turning the
thanks.
walkie-talkie
Richie wasn't
on.
the only boy who ran away from you last night.
What your son heard, Hawkins.
A fine, upstanding bigot. His nose so close to the grindstone he can't see anything else. Meanwhile, the world changes.
That's a
and
good
grows, and
phrase
he's
right
blind to
there.
it.
A fine,
Ignorant, and proud
upstanding
of that,
bigot.
too. And you know the worst part?
I'm sure you'll tell me.
You've got a terrific son.
Your plan didn't work, smart guy.
Oh gosh. He's gonna see this guy attacking Richie and think,
Mr. H?
oh, a black guy attacking my son. They're all bad.
Where do you think you
Oh
go?
gosh. But then again, that's a white guy. He attacked you.
We've got business with him, old man.
It's not even funny.
Y'all kind of suck at being villains, don't y'all?
We're not leaving here without Richie.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good idea. Close his hands and make him do it to himself. Okay, well, at least he did try to hit him with
Looking for
something
me?
protecting Static.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I get that you're apologizing to him, but maybe it's time that you start kind of mending
Do your
fences
folks know where you are, young
with
man?
other people?
Is that another siren? Son, get down to the center right away. It's real important. Yeah, right. Yo, V, ready to go?
It is important to keep it clean.
Strong. Even the guys. Yo, let's keep that a surprise, V. I want to see his expression.
Yes, keep it a surprise. Even the guys. Keep that part a surprise. Okay, so... so, my thoughts on this controversial episode. We live in a different day and time where these kind of episodes happen far more often than they used to back when this premiered. See, if I was a kid back when this premiered, granted, I wasn't a kid, I was an adult and I was in my 20s and I wasn't watching these shows then. But if I was a kid, that's how I missed, the series Static Shock, by the way. But if I was a kid in the 90s and I come across this, it would actually come to me as a bit of a shock because it's like, whoa, wait, we're actually tackling this? I thought this was stuff I only hear in the news. That's what would run through my head, is something like that. I'm also conflicted about the dad on this episode. Not conflicted as in, oh, I feel bad for him. I don't feel bad for him. I'm conflicted in the sense that I wanted a story kind of where the dad doesn't change. I'm glad he did change. Don't get me wrong. We need more people to get it to click in their head that, oh, wow, I've been seeing, things this way for so long. But no, this is not that way. I mean, yes, we need more people to have stuff click in their head, but the brutal reality is that his dad wouldn't have changed on a whim just like that. And I can't get snaps off my finger right now, but he would not have just changed all of a sudden out of nowhere. It would have been something that would have took months, if not years, if not decades, if not ever changing. So I wish we kind of would have got the episode ending where he didn't change, but maybe he, actually no, let's switch that up. I kind of wish the episode would have ended where he did change, but not quite fully changed. And then maybe the series would have progressed, showing a change in his heart and demeanor and actually go and apologize in a real sense. But I know these shows were more of episode by episode, run of the mill type of series back then. They didn't actually follow a consistent storyline. But that would have actually been good to see, like something realistic, like, he didn't fully change. He never apologizes, nothing like that. But he still holds that resentment in his heart and these thoughts in his head about, a demographic that's just stereotypes. Now, don't get me wrong. The rap music comment that he makes, there is a lot of rap music out there that does demean women, glorify violence, and whatever else you can think of. But there is positive rap out there as well. I wish the positive stuff would be up here as opposed to some. I just wish the positive would be up here. But that's a whole nother matter. That obviously I don't like the stuff that puts women down and stuff like that. It demeans women, it treats them like sex objects. But, the females in rap do the same thing. But at the same time, you know what? It's not only rap music. So I'm going to be fair here. It's not only rap. It's also all the other genres of music as well. If you go through them, you'll find songs that do the same exact things as what I'm saying now. But I do get that comment to a certain degree. Not all rap is like that, though. So he needs to chill on that. There is positive rap out there. There's rap out there that actually talk about political issues nowadays on both sides of the fence. So that's a no-go right there. I kind of wish the story would have went a different direction. And I wish I knew what his name was, honestly. I'm not 100% familiar with Static Shock and, the ins and outs of that. I wish it would have went in the direction, though, where Static would have heard it and possibly got really offended by it and lashed out in a different way instead of just leaving. Granted, that might be a little more realistic, but I kind of just wish he would have spoke his mind a little bit more and just really laid in and let Richie know, look, they did touch on it a little bit, but I wanted him to say some stuff like, look, I've dealt with this for a long time already. I get it. It's normal for me. And then that would have hit on a different social commentary about how stuff has become normalized. But yeah, nowadays, though, we get episodes like this. And that's a good thing, though. This is an episode that really, it didn't hit it head on in the, like forcefully saying, look, I'm trying to find the right words here. It didn't make it where it's like, I don't have the right words because honestly, it did hit it head on. Literally, Static's dad told him, oh man, I'm gonna have to remember the phrase because it's such a true phrase. Something to do with like an uppity little bigot or something. I can't remember the full phrase, but it was there. It was a good phrase, and yeah, it's an awesome episode. I see nothing controversial about this. So that's just me, though. This is an episode that maybe kids needed in the 90s. Well, no, this was early 2000s, I think. This was an episode that some of them needed back then. African Americans probably relate to this episode so friggin' much. I can't speak on it. I don't understand, I don't see it on a day-to-day basis. I don't feel the same things. So I'm coming at this from the perspective of who I am. But I can see that they would definitely relate to this episode in ways that I can't. So, I don't know. I can't really add nothing more to it, though, because I don't have that experience. Now, maybe I could have, I could relate more to Richie. But at the same time, just thinking about that, wow, maybe I do relate to Richie. Dang. Because my dad but my dad could still be pretty racist, honestly. Well, I just ended this on a sour note because I just thought about that and thought about my childhood, and my dad still has some of those tendencies, so yeah, okay. I do relate to Rich. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm done though. Not a controversial episode for me, but it was when it aired. So, y'all know the drill by now. Hit that like, tickle to subscribe. Don't be texting and driving. And as Mr. Rogers always says, hopefully I didn't say something wrong that sounded like I said something I didn't say.
And I like you as you are, I do.